All right, it's time to meet the first winners of our 5 Eyewitness News Best Summer Backyards Contest in the year of our Lord 2025.
Well, this is great news because guess what? They're from your hometown of Apple Valley.
Dun, 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 onward. Some of our viewers, particularly you, Lynn, you love this.
So it's one of those things I feel like you got hypnotized as a young high schooler. It's like whenever you hear Apple Valley, it's just like it's a trigger. Like you have to.
I wasn't even a cheerleader or anything. I don't know. I did
but
like
you have so much spirit.
I liked a pep rally. It was fun.
Yeah, well, I don't even know my high school fight song at all.
Well, you were on the field. You were busy.
That's
I was
true.
not doing that.
Cheering everybody else on for cheering us on.
So Lynne and Craig Meyer submitted their backyard to us, and because they did this and were selected, they're going to receive a $500 gift card that they get to use at Minnesota-based By the Yard.
That's right, but there's still time for you to be a winner as well. So details on how you can enter in just a moment. But first, let's see what the winners are doing. Let's head to Dakota County.
I'm meteorologist Chris Reece in Apple Valley. This is the first stop on our backyard tour. I'm happy to introduce you guys to Craig and Lynne, who are showing off their amazing Apple Valley backyard. So Craig and Lynne, first and foremost, thank you so much for having me. Great to be here. Tell me about this backyard and what got it started.
Well, we've been here for 35 or so years and started with one phase over here with a pond, and then over the years added extra things. Did the kitchen here about 10 years ago, and it just sort of evolves. Never a master plan to start with.
Okay, so a 30-year project that started small and kind of grew to this scale. It seems like there's multiple things that have been added. So talk to me about how those projects kind of snowballed into what we have now.
That's what my projects tend to do. They spin out of control a little bit. Lynne just wanted a grill over here, and then we ended up with a complete outdoor kitchen. Lynne gave me a hot tub for my 40th birthday, and so that's when I built that gazebo up there, but now the grandkids use it as their fort, so it's much better use of it.
All right, well, feel free to show us around. I see you've got multiple different tiers here, all kinds of plants as well. Talk about some of the plants that we have back here, too.
A lot of the plants we start from seed ourselves. So in February, we're busy up in that bedroom up there, planting seeds and putting out, things under lights. We have a little vegetable garden out in Lakeville that we also start things from seed in. And these are ageratum. We plant plants that we know the butterflies like. I tend to find monarch butterfly eggs and hatch them and release them when they're born. So that's a lot of fun. So we plant those kinds of things.
How do you typically find those monarch butterfly eggs? I have to ask that.
We have planted several types of milkweed.
Okay.
And that's where they tend to lay their eggs. So we'll go out and look under the leaves, and when we find a little egg or we find a little caterpillar, I have a little castle that we put them in, and that keeps other predators from eating them. And then they make their little chrysalises, and then about 10 or 12 days later they hatch, and then we release them.
So something you said earlier, you said it was a suburban surprise back here. Tell me some of your favorite parts of this yard.
I think the fact that people can't see it from the street. We have a few people that walk by all the time, and they're always kind of looking up here, and finally we'd like to invite anybody to come back and see. It's, just like anything, when you work hard on something, it's fun to share it.
So I know we have not just the gazebo, not just this patio space, but we've also got a pond back here. There's a little river back here that I hear you hand dug. Tell us about that.
I was between jobs about 15 years ago. The company I worked for shut down their Minnesota plant, so I vacationed out and took out my frustrations by just picking up a shovel and digging. And we have a nice hill in the backyard that made a nice river and some waterfalls and things like that. So.
All right, well, Lynne and Craig, thank you guys so much for having us out. This is the first, again, of a few backyards that we'll look at as we go throughout the summer. But for now, meteorologist Chris Reece in Apple Valley, 5 Eyewitness News.
He had a nice
Great
commute.
job, Chris.
He lives in Apple Valley.
I know. He just kind of like walked over probably.
Boy, that is beautiful.
I know. Be careful though, because she did say, "I want everybody to come back and see it."
Invited everybody over.
I think we saw it all. I don't think they really. I don't think. That I really enjoyed though, not just the water features, the cousin club, and all that stuff. I sort of liked how they had so much cover back there too.
It was beautiful.
Because it's nice to get a little sun, but then it gets hot out there, and you're like, well, I want to kind of escape the sun. And it's a nice little oasis.
It shows you though, like, you know, suburban cul-de-sac, whatever, you can create something really amazing. Great job.
Yeah, good job. All right, to submit your backyard, just head over to our website, twincitieslive.com. You just have to upload a photo as well, and then Chris Reece will take us to the next winner's home next Friday.
And another big thank you to our friends at By the Yard for presenting our Best Backyard series this summer. They have fabulous showrooms. They're in Jordan, Maple Grove, and Woodbury. And you can even shop their stores online at bytheyard.net. We're back with more Twin Cities Live.
That's right.
Whoa.